Hello, James. Hello, Jack. Hello, Genevieve. Okay, so we're going to move on to moves number 7 and 8 today. So let's watch our model, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and we'll go around the room and try. Hold on. Okay, this is move number 7. And let's go right on to move number 8. Move number 8, final move. Let's watch that one more time. So she lets the stick go vertical in her left hand, and then she's going to gather chi. She's going to gather a big armload of chi and bring it into her dantian. So her palms are pointed at her dantian. And you'll notice as she gathers, she bends her knees. Right? See her bend her knees there. And then after she has absorbed the chi, she straightens up. And again, gathers and bends her knees. Bending the knees releases pressure, so it opens up the pelvis. Good, all right? And then let's go back to move number 7. So she opens her leg to the left, raises the stick. Now notice her wrists. Notice how she turned her wrists down. See how the wrists are up here? And now she's going to turn them down. And she'll take another breath, turn the wrists up again, and sink the stick all the way down to the ground, or as close as you can comfortably get. Right? And then raise the stick to the left side. Notice her left arm is extended as much as she can get it. And she looks up at the end of the stick. Back to the ground. And now she straightens both her legs and her back, and she looks forward. And then relaxes and lifts the stick, closes her feet, relaxes the stick, and then will step to the right again. And a big Lee circle, drops the wrist, extends the wrist, and then all the way to the ground, or as close as you can comfortably get. And now up on the right side. She turns to look upward. And then presses her knuckles on the floor, straightens her back and her legs, and looks forward. And then up to the Dan Chin, and relax. Okay, so move number 7 is a long, complex move. And the first thing I should say about it is, it's potentially a little tricky for your back, all right? So don't feel that you've got to go all the way down to the ground. You do not. You don't have to do any exercise like the model is doing. You do your exercise for you, all right? So I'll demonstrate. All right. Starts with the legs closed. Open to the left and come up, draw in, and the wrists go down. The wrists go down, yeah, good. And then turn them up again, take a breath, and go down. I'm only going to go down just to my knees. And then turn. And back to center, and I'm not even going to touch the ground. I'm just going to straighten my back a little bit and my legs, look forward, and then back up and in, and then open to the right. Now, if you can go down farther than that, that's fine, but just be careful with yourself, right? One more, this one on the right. Okay, any questions? All right, let's go around the room and do it. Jack, why don't you lead the first one?
Okay.
And since there are so few of us today, why don't we do 4 of them? 2 on the left and 2 on the right.
Okay. Should I go on to the next move?
No, let's wait for that. Let's just deal with this one. Now, the one tricky part about this is what you should be doing with your arms and hands when you raise up to the side here, right? I'll demonstrate this once more, but your arms should be very close to your body. Now, don't tweak your back when you do this. So, modify whatever I'm going to demonstrate for your particular circumstances. But this is the way it should be, all right? And I can't talk when I'm doing this, so you're just going to have to watch. Right? So if I'm going to the left, it means the left hand goes up all the way, and the right hand is going to slip down to the almost to the end of the stick, and it's going to be in close to the body, right? Same on the other side, right? The right hand goes all the way up, right? Genevieve, you do a good job at this. Why don't you demonstrate for us what this looks like?
Okay. I didn't realize I was doing that, but I'll believe you. The other thing I do that helps with this is when you're down like that, you bend your knees before you go up, and you can really use the momentum from that to get your arms up if you're going
Yes,
off.
exactly.
Okay, so float up, float up, float back, dive down. Another thing is she doesn't dive until her stick is near her danshan, so you can kind of roll down and then dive down. And then bend your knees and twist. Come back down. And then you pop your butt, pop your head, make a triangle, stretch. Just one, Malcolm, or do you want me to do all four?
Go ahead and do all four.
Okay. So same thing on the right side, step to the right. One more on the left. And one more on the right.
Okay, good. Let's go on to the final move. So once you have finished this, right, you should be standing there like this, with the feet together. Step out to the left and turn your left hand under and move it down to the center of the stick, right? And then let the stick go vertical. And now this is kind of like hugging a tree or something, right? You reach out and gather chi and then breathe it into your dantian. And again, I'm going to do it 3 times. Kind of bend your knees. And then as you bring it in, you straighten your knees. And again. All right. And then we're going to add a little to this, right? We're going to add a little formal salute at the end, right? So the feet come together. And 1, 2, 3, and then the right foot goes forward and you salute. And then the right foot comes back and you drop to attention, essentially, right? So it's a little formal ending that you might do in a tournament or something, right? Let's do one more. Again, you're standing like this. You step out, move the stick to the left and turn your palm, so your left palm, so that it's up. Let the stick go vertical and bend your knees. And now straighten your knees. And breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out, and 1, 2, 3, and salute, and done. Okay, let's do the whole routine. Jack, I think you led last time, didn't you? Yeah, I think you did. Genevieve, can you lead the whole stick routine?
I think I actually did last time. I wonder if Jack.
The time before.
Oh, okay, all right. Well then, Jack again, all right?
Okay,
Thank you. Thanks, Jack.
so from the very beginning, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Why don't you set your sticks down? We've only got about 5 minutes left, but I just wanted to mention two things. One, I'm working on the website page for this class today and probably this weekend, and trying to get these new routines, trying to get our old routines and the new routines all on the same page. So the Fang Zhong Gong and the Tai Chi Bang and the stretching that we're going to do, those are going to be on the same page as this routine and the 5 animal frolic, etc., etc. But one of the things I'm going to have to figure out how to do this because I'm very computer challenged, so I'll have to find a program that'll do this. But I want to make some kind of spectrum to kind of introduce all this, because it's important that you guys know that these exercise routines are not all in the same place as far as whether they are yin or yang. So when we're doing Fang Zhong Gong, which I want to mention in a minute, when we're doing Fang Zhong Gong exercises, those are very yin, very internal, very relaxed, right? Very much about absorbing energy. And then maybe Huanyan primordial Qigong is next. It's just slightly more yang, etc., etc. So you can go down the spectrum until you get to the stick work, right? That's pretty yang. So these routines are not all at the same place on the spectrum. In fact, they go all the way from very, very yin to pretty darn yang, right? And that's something we should be aware of, and it's something you should be aware of when you practice, how you feel on a particular day should determine what routine you want to do. If you're kind of tired, right? Or maybe you're just very peaceful inside, maybe you want to do stuff that's a little more yin. If you wake up and you've got all kinds of energy and it's a beautiful day and you just feel like, plowing the South 40, then do something that's a little bit more yang, that will pick the place on the spectrum that matches your energy. Okay, the next thing I wanted to say, because some of you may be looking around on YouTube for folks that are doing Fang Zhong Gong, Fang Zhong Gong relaxation exercises. There's two versions of those. The outer physical exercise looks the same in both routines, but they're done in a different way. Fang Zhong Gong itself, the literal translation is make relax exercises. But a lot of people use Fang Zhong Gong in a way that's not really about relaxation. It's really about loosening. So it's just about loosening things up, right? So they might do the exact same exercise, but their mental viewpoint is different. And so, yeah, it looks like the same exercise on the outside, but on the inside it's not. So you might see somebody doing a loosening exercise like this. Okay, that's a good loosening exercise. But it's not Fang Zhong Gong. Fang Zhong Gong looks like this. So, and there's lots of exercises. What's the difference? The first one is focused on the physical body. All right? You're just trying to loosen things up and get ready for some practice. Fang Zhong Gong is not about that. Will it do some of that? Yeah, absolutely it will. But that's not what it's about. what it's really about is a form of meditation. So it's much slower, it's much more relaxed, and it's focused on your own awareness of your own chi. Now, you should always have that no matter what you're doing, but that's really what this is about. So moving a little too quickly and just trying to loosen things up, in a way, skates over the top of this. So these exercises are very slow, very gentle, very relaxed. What you're paying attention to is not so much the physical body, but the water inside, right? The flow of chi. Now, for me personally, these are some of my favorite exercises in the whole ecosystem of Tai Chi and Qigong. These are some of my favorites because they will change your energy body and they'll change your mind just by paying attention to a part of yourself that often you don't pay much attention to. So these seem like very, very simple exercises, and they are. But if you practice them consistently, you develop an internal awareness that you just maybe didn't quite have before. And then when you go into push hands, which is my favorite thing to do, right? You bring that awareness in even when you move quickly, right? Even when you move quickly, right? You still maintain that kind of inner meditation. Okay, so next week we'll continue with the stick work. Make sure that everybody's got the routine and actually remembers it. But we'll go back and I think maybe just start working on the Fang Qigong and get that down a little bit. I was looking for some videos of Master Feng or Master Zhang doing Fang Qigong, but I haven't found any, right? So we're gonna have to make up our own. I found some videos of some disciples of Feng doing it, so we may use those as a little bit of a model and a little bit of a prompt too. But they're very, very simple exercises, and they're really, really good for you. So we'll work on those next week and maybe a little stick work too. Okay, guys, you all have a great day. We'll see you next time. Ciao.